everyone, I'm with Sarah Feingold, who is a playwright and has written Dirty Legal Secrets. Sarah was a former GC at Etsy, a former lawyer at Etsy, and has turned her experiences of the legal sector into a play, but not about her own experiences. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Thanks so much for being with me. Tell me, what was your role at Etsy? I think, was it GC or you were a lawyer?
So I was the first and only lawyer at Etsy for 5 years. I was the 17th employee and first lawyer, and I helped to scale the company and grew out the legal team, and then hired a general counsel above me when we went public.
Okay, that's awesome. And tell me, so when did you write Dirty Legal Secrets?
So I started writing Dirty Legal Secrets in around 2018. I started thinking about how lawyers like me have all these amazing stories, but we can't tell them due to attorney-client privilege. So I reached out to some friends, I got a little bit of press, and strangers reached out to me, and I started collecting true legal stories that otherwise wouldn't be able to be told.
Amazing. And so tell me, it's really important, isn't it? So they're not stories, obviously attorney-client privilege, you can't tell your own stories and it would be easily identifiable. But so you've gone to people, who are you writing about? And how did you get those stories?
Tell you. So
no. It's a scoop, folks. You heard it here. But like, so for example, they're tech startups, right? Like on a no-name basis.
Right. They're mainly from lawyers and mainly from people who are at startups or in-house in some sort of way. And I was just general asking for stories that had to do with business and law and something that was a little bit unusual.
But it is quite unusual, right? Like it's a bit risque.
Yeah, so I like to say that the show features sex, drugs, and rock and roll. It's really entertaining, but also there's some really important themes about like some issues with our broken legal system, attorney-client privilege, the conflict between transparency and secrecy. There's a lot in the show that's serious, but there's also a lot in the show that's really fun.
I really love that. I mean, those are big issues. Where is it showing? Is it showing this year?
So we don't have anything in the pipeline right now, but we've previously shown at Jeff Daniels' theater featured us, and we had a fully rehearsed reading. We were in a festival a couple months ago, and so now I'm just looking for my next opportunity. I'm chatting with a couple theaters, and we'll see what's next.
I'm excited. I think you should definitely bring something to the UK. And you've got a 10-minute version and a 90-minute version, is that right?
That's right. So we have a 10-minute version that's just one actor, and then the 90-minute version has 5 actors. And the 10-minute version, we just did a festival in New York City a couple days ago, and it went really well. And the 10-minute version would be great for conferences. If anyone would like something like this at their conference, reach out to me, because this show can travel.
What was just to wrap up, like, so were there any surprises, like in terms of the stuff that people were telling you? Like, tell us, we're all grown ups here. Tell us what were some of the surprises in the stuff that's in the show?
Well, you're gonna have to see the show to really see some of listen, everything was a surprise to me. All the stories were a surprise. I have been in-house for over a decade. I've seen a lot of stuff. I've heard a lot of stories, but what came to me was surprising. What also was kind of surprising was that I spoke to a lot of lawyers and heard a lot of stories. And unfortunately, I couldn't include everything in the show. So I would have these conversations with really awesome people, and I just couldn't figure out where to put it in the show. So some of the stories maybe will be in a different draft, maybe it will be some other way. Yeah, I have some other ideas of what could happen next.
We can have part 2, Dirty Legal Secrets part 2. Everyone is going to be terrified. They'll be
Well, yeah, the stories I got, everybody who gave me the stories, we redacted some things. They spoke to me. I mean, I know who they are, but like on an anonymous basis. And so I just wanted to make sure people really felt comfortable. Actually, I had someone give me a fantastic story and then reach out to me a couple days later, and they took it back. and I still included it in the show.
Oh, did you? But then they can't, as long as they can't identify who they are. If you
Well, actually, in the show, we talk about how we can't give the full story because it was redacted, and people love that.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay. How fun. Okay, well, look, folks, how do they get hold of you if they want to put the show on?
Yeah, thank you. So I would love introductions to decision makers at small theaters who put on new work. I would love that. You can reach out to me on dirtylegal.com, DIRTYLEGAL.com.
Awesome. Okay. Reach out, folks. I want to watch it. So if you could reach out and then we can put it on in the UK, that would be good.
Let's get it to the UK. It's been in New York. Let's bring it over into the UK.
All right. Nice talking to you, Sarah. Thank you.
Thank you.